One thing I learned growing up in America is that Americans love pancakes. Pancakes were always on TV. From morning to night, I'd see, come on over to IHOP. Even the actual shows would have pancakes. The Tanner family from Full House would have pancakes for breakfast. So did today's Modern Family. Pancakes, pancakes, pancakes. And despite their ubiquity, every American child's face would beam at the idea of having them for breakfast. Whenever I would go to my white friend's house, they would jump for joy when their mom told them that we were going to be having pancakes. So I gathered that pancakes were a common dish that no American took for granted. Every real American had pancakes involved in some form, from blueberry, strawberry, to the ever-decadent chocolate. I didn't care for them, though. The flavors were too sweet. I craved something savory. The fluff was too airy. I'm more of a texture kind of gal. And the golden color of theirs, it was more of a fool's gold to me. Too shady. And finally, their aroma was one note for my nose. There was no versatility. Where's the pizzazz? Koreans, though, we got pancakes down. And yeah, that's right, here, give it up for us. We got good pancakes up in here. And ever since I was a child, kimchi buchingge were my savory dream. Their spice tantalized my tongue. Their red-orange sheen excited my eyes. And don't get me started on their smell. Fermented pickled sweet goodness swirled up in red-hot chili flakes, and with one strong inhale, my fate was sealed. I would often watch my 할머니 make these for dinner. Whenever I heard that distinct crunch of the knife against these fermented cabbages, I knew kimchi buchingge was on the menu, and honey, did I get my life? In gay speak, that means excited. Seeing those red juices of spices not found in any supermarket left me gagged. That means awestruck. And the flour mixed in with the kimchi gave the concoction a sickening, no, not that sickening, I mean amazing, bright blood orange tint that warmed my heart. You see, during these cooking sessions, I could never really be of service to my 할머니. She had that skill, that all grandmas and moms seem to have, where she could cook effortlessly without measuring a goddamn single thing. Objectivity was out, and subjectivity was in. And when I was little and my Korean was at peak perfection, I would often ask my 할머니, how do you know how much kimchi to put in? How much of the kimchi juice, flour ratio, and how long do you mix it for? And with each prying question, my 할머니 would shrug and say she just knew. She wasn't going to tell me the tea. That means truth. So the kimchi pancake recipe remained her secret handshake for me to never find out. Now that's shade. As I grew older, these questions I would pose to my 할머니 became far and few. Not because my curiosity died, but because my linguistic capacity was sacrificed for the sake of assimilation. Over time, society would chop away at my authentic whole self to get to that American part that was palatable to the mainstream. Over time, my artful way of speaking became choppy, my vocab choices crunchy, like the knife against the kimchi. But this time, my Korean fluency was that fermented goodness, and my white surroundings, the knife that delivered a final blow, giving my Korean tongue a crunch that didn't tantalize me at all. But my 할머니 and I didn't need the art of conversation. We had kimchi buchingge. I didn't need complex sentences to convey that I loved watching my 할머니 cook. My eyes did the talking. I didn't need a rich vocabulary to convey how much I loved eating my 할머니's food. My mouth full of kimchi buchingge said it all. My intent focus on her cooking was my diction, my full mouth the syntax, and the presentation of my empty plate was a complex compound sentence that asked my 할머니, seconds please. My Korean tongue lost its skill, but I was very fluent in Korean body language. It's been about 4 years since my 할머니's passed away. I haven't stopped eating kimchi buchingge though. That distinct crunch still lives on, and whenever I hear that knife against the kimchi, I half expect to see my 할머니 in the kitchen. Seeing that blood orange batter brings me back to my curiosity for my 할머니's recipe. Every bite I take reminds me of my 할머니's refusal to tell me her amazing recipe, much to my dismay. And when I look down at my empty plate, I think about how much I still miss my 할머니. The kimchi buchingge will never be as good as hers, but the aftertaste reminds me so much of her that it compels me each time to ask for more until I'm 100% full on memory. I don't know if there's a heaven, but if there is, I hope my 할머니's up there making kimchi buchingge for all the white folks, because let's be real, Koreans do it better.